but then you eat algae. I don't understand all that myself. I don't have. If people want to eat palm scum, have at it. I'm just trying to teach a higher perspective here where you really don't need it. But if you want to buy it and you want to eat blue-green algae, Chlorella spirulina, okay, fine. I don't care. If you want that little protein pick, okay. But in detoxification, let's set those gnarly things to a side and get right to it. Fruits, berries, and melons, and use herbs, and you'll detoxify a lot better, and you'll feel cleaner. Oh, thank you, King Colin. Thank you, sweetheart. I love you too, sweetie. That's King Colleen 13. Thank you, sweetheart. I'm trying to make a difference. All of you guys are just really great. So I'm going to have to pull off of here. I've got to go home and finish building a deck. I live in a stilt home, so I had to tear off my deck and building a new deck. So I put my posts in concrete, and now I'm building my deck part, and I got to go do that so someone can get into the house. Thanks, Dr. Morse. You gave me a real nice belly laugh with all my children thing. Oh, thanks a lot, spiritual warrior. Keep it up, spiritual warrior. We gotta laugh. Gotta laugh at ourselves too. Oh, Danielle Skip, hey man. For protection of your integrity as your sensitivity increases with detox that Dr. Morse is talking about, there's no better than the small universe practice from Spring Forest. Qigong, time for divine spam. Love to the heart. Yep. I started in January a fruit fast with a 12-week herbal program. My digestive problem, reflux, is gone. My gallbladder stone's gone through liver flush. I do have a swollen saliva gland, according to MRI. Well, just keep moving that lymph. Keep moving that lymph, and that'll go away. Make sure you make that one go away because you don't want any lymph involvement up here. Better to have it below the head, really. So go work with that. Below right jaw, yeah, this is all lymph nodes. You can feel them under here. All got to drain down the axillaries and out the kidneys. So keep working on that lymph system, man. You got walking down that right road there. Feels like a tooth pain. Bothers me when I swallow. MRI shows no tumors, but a swelling there. That's lymph, and that's acidosis. Now working for casino at night time. Hard on the body, which, yeah, I know it. For 7 years around smokers. Oh, that's why I've been to Las Vegas a lot. Yeah, Eckankar used to hold a lot of seminars there, kind of centrally located for the western states, and I just can't deal with cigarette smoke at all. I can smell someone smoking out in their car, ready to come in here. I can almost smell it coming through the doors, and all you have to do is come in our front door, and I can smell you. And I get an instant headache with cigarette smoke. Instant. If I smell it, I get a headache. It's like, get that out of here. I don't know how people do it. I just don't know how people smoke like that. All these cigarettes. I don't know. But there was a period when I was, 20 or so. I picked up smoking. I chain smoked for a year. I smoked a lot of, the good stuff. And, you're young. And so I didn't think about it. But then I was so fortunate. I was blessed. Right after that, I got right into raw foods and went another way. So I was real lucky and fortunate that way. But working around it, there's no way. I can't even handle the smell of it. I don't know how you do it. It's horrible. And I was just out there a couple of years ago, and I just couldn't deal with it. I just couldn't go into casinos. It's like I just couldn't do it. I like the job, money, no stress. Well, will fruits protect me from the smoke? Absolutely. That's a good question. Ramtha, 1973. Wow, interesting name. I would say definitely keep your body clean. You have to be careful about sensitivities if you get too clean, but again, keep as clean as you can. Definitely keep that alkaline chemistry in the blood, because when you breathe it, you're breathing acid chemistry, no question. So definitely keep that up. Make sure I'd probably supplement is kelp on that, because you got a high level of calcium and iodine. Going to keep your parathyroid and thyroids popped up there. We have plenty of calcium for all that acid. Definitely keep you in high fruits and berries for all the flavonoids and the vascular walls and stuff. Absolutely. Absolutely, I would do that. Living in that situation, absolutely. Here's J.A.R. Walker. Hello, sweetheart. Grassy Kids. Is that what it is? Hello, Robert. Hello, I have come across your channel and I wanted to tell you my story and what path should I take now. I'm 38 years old and I have lupus and a thyroid problem, but before that, when I was younger, I was amonic chronically. I'm on medication, but I want to heal myself, not medicate myself. Smart woman, can you let me know what herbs are good for these conditions? Well, put it this way, you're systemically involved. Put lupus into the category of fibromyalgia and Lyme's and all of that. Just put all that in the same category. Systemic acidosis. Definitely want to go after the kidneys and adrenals. Same type of protocol. Get your kidneys, one liquid, one capsule until you see sediment, and then you can go down to one. I'd hit 2 lymphatics, 1 GI. Clean up your GI tract, honey. So you go in with stomach and bowel number, whatever you need, 1 or 2 probably. Do a lymphatic capsules, lymphatic 1 capsules, and then do a lymphatic 4, lymph node 2 liquid. You could do that. Take a parasite in for a few months just to kind of clean out any boys there. If you've never dewormed yourself, do the first detox kit. Kind of a good deworming there. Check your stools always when you're deworming yourself. If you see what you think is weird, then deworm yourself more. Parasite M will keep deworming you, but if you're getting a little more aggressive things like flat noodles out, that little flesh looking, that's tapeworms. Roundworms are like size of pencils or smaller, flesh looking. Same thing, pins, hooks, you name it. You just want to keep getting the body. Threadworms, long, translucent type worms. Get all this stuff out if you got those in you, but keep moving your lymphatic system, and you're going to do well, because this is the fluid that's a dominant fluid of the human body. It's systemic, meaning it runs all through you and it deals with the acid side of chemistry. It's obviously that we would want to be in that fluid. Eating the fresh fruits and berries and melons will revitalize the blood in and of itself. The fruits and berries and melon, great liver cleansers and stuff like that. You see a lot of these testimonials here about that. So just keep going and get aggressive up there. Really dig in some detox, because not knowing your genetics, how weak the kidneys and adrenals are, how involved your lymph system are, those are those are kind of your blockers, if you will, kind of that's what really determines how long this is going to take you, how involved you are, how good you need to be, whether you need to do a 220-some day fast. No, but this is the kind of thing you're looking for, and that's the beauty of the iris. But it doesn't matter if you didn't even have that. Just live healthy, live every moment for that moment, and don't even think about it. And just live the moment for the moment, and make fruits and berries and melons your predominant food. Have some salads at the end of the day, okay. You know, do some fruit fast once in a while. Get some herbs to clean yourself out, and just live happy every day, giving love and channeling the divine through you. Treat everyone like you want to be treated. That's a way to do it. Question about comfrey root. Another question. 3 Treasures Tonic. That's all. I have a lot of respect for your dedication, hard work, and serving others and helping people improve themselves and others. I just wondered if it could answer a question for me. I'd be happy to, and appreciate your thought there. And I think all of us are going to become part of that. It's like this young guy here asking what direction you should go in. Anything that helps humanity, that builds the health and awareness of humans and animals and plants, just giving love and walking as a spiritual giant on the planet. You can't ask for more. You just can't, because life goes beyond this world. So you can't just think of what's in the now. You want to always think about you and what's going on after your journey here. I just wondered if it could answer a question. See, it concerns your Heal All Tea blend. It contains comfrey root. Oh, yeah, I love comfrey root. What a great, great comfrey root, which is something I was always taught was never to be used internally due to the high concentration of alkaloids that are contained within the root. Yep, they are, but they have all the buffers to those alkaloids as well. That's why all roots have alkaloids in them. All plants have alkaloids in them. If you isolate alkaloids, they can hurt your liver, but we don't do isolation of alkaloids here. We take the whole plant in, and comfrey root has been used for millennium. Comfrey root is an old famous herb. No one's ever got hurt on comfrey. And I find it amazing that the FDA would bring up something so stupid when you've got a list of pharmaceuticals miles long that's doing nothing but killing and damaging people, and they come up and say this little alkaloid could be dangerous. And then what pisses me off, pardon my French, the max is these herbal wannabe people get their information from people that are stupid like that, and then they start echoing that, like lobelia got a bad rep. Well, then herbalists started giving lobelia a bad rep and didn't even understand the case that was revolved around lobelia. Didn't even study the case. So then they start, and then it starts getting a bad name because most of these herbal books are copycat herb books. So people just copy what other people write and throw a little twist to them. You don't go to herb schools and ask the herb schools, which have the most knowledge of all the things. So these kind of things, and licorice has got the same bad rap for the same kind of alkaloid. And it's like, oh, give me a break. You know how many people have used the Heal All tea? And do I see nothing but liver enzymes going down the other way? If it was so bad, you'd see it building liver enzymes because it's damaging the liver. No. We use that to cure or to help people cure themselves of liver inflammation, of acidosis. And in the medical terminology, you could result that in cancer, cirrhosis, Hep C. We always use Heal tea. These are unwarranted claims. If I take an alkaloid out, remember we talked about that in the case of the baseball player that died from taking the ephedrine instead of ephedra, and the district court judge then got an honest female, of course, which females unfortunately or fortunately are more honest typically, and so this judge was honest and said you can't blame ephedra for ephedrine's problems. Thank you. And the same thing is to be said about comfrey, licorice, and everyone else. So I don't know why. We're just falling into that stupidity. But it's, again, the way, the control of the wealthy and the pharmaceuticals and all that. I know some herbalists advise against suggesting, and some herbalists don't know how to cure squat either. These same herbalists don't know crap about herbology and how to use it the right way. No offense, but I see this all the time out there. And be an herbalist, stand up and be an herbalist. If you're going to be an herbalist on this planet, then stand up and be an herbalist. Be a representative for God and herbs, because God made these herbs, and you need to be a representative of these herbs. There's so many herbalists going around, and they follow the flow. And look at this PDR. Do I have this PDR, herbal medicine? PDR, herbal medicine. Beautiful book. Pretty thick, too. A bunch of crap. You know, they're trying to use studies and studies and studies in here to try to show you. Half of that's a bunch of crap. You know what? You talk to the people that have used these in clinical practice for years, using them on humans and looking at all the blood works and everything else. That's real. That's real. Oh, and some herbalists advise against ingesting the leaf too. There's some naturopaths that also tell you to go eat meat too. For a naturopath to go out and tell you to eat meat, please go to wherever you need to go and turn in your diploma and quit calling yourself a naturopath. If a naturopath eats a little meat, it's only because they can't control themselves. But to tell their class to eat meat and you're using the word naturopath,